Hey everyone, it's Ron, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Art and Soul of Dune by Tanya Lapointe. First of all, I love the concept art books like this. I have a couple for movies that I really like, and I was excited that Dune would also have its own art book, and I wasn't disappointed. So here's what the book looks like. It has a nice slipcase. Unfortunately, my copy got pretty dinged up in the mail, so I might have to get a new one, but the first thing I'll say about this is that I really enjoyed that it wasn't just concept art that the reader can mindlessly flip through. It actually provides a really thorough account of the filming process without making that part long in the tooth in the beginning. It's just the right amount of pages to give you an idea of what the conditions were like on set and how this whole project came to be. After that, the book gets split up by planets, so it covers Caladan, Giedi Prime, Seleucus Secundus, and finally Arrakis. I loved looking at all the concept art for the different planets, especially Giedi Prime. I actually wanted to see more of that planet and the inner workings of it because we only get a couple brief glimpses in the movie, but the stuff displayed in this book is still really cool to look at. The Foreword by Denis Villeneuve really shows his love for the book and how getting to direct an adaptation was a dream come true, and that becomes more and more evident reading his contributions to this book as you get further into it as well. He knew exactly what he wanted, and he was very specific about every little detail to have his vision come to life, and I really respect that as an artist myself. I think this is essential for both fans of the books and this movie because there are so many things that they left out of the movie, and it really makes me want to see an extended cut. But if we don't get that, I'm glad this book at least shows what could have been. Two examples of this are Gurney playing the balisette, which was really cool to see in this book, and there's a nice little write-up about how they created the instrument, and I'm really sad that we didn't get to see that in the final film. I also really liked seeing the concept art and production stills of another omitted scene with Duncan Idaho. I've talked about that scene before where he drops into Arrakis to find the Fremen. It looks like they filmed this scene as well, so it was interesting to see a little bit of what it looked like and read about why they ultimately got rid of it. The ship designs are great, and it was great to read quotes from the designers talking about how they didn't want to make anything look too familiar, and it was just really nice to know that everyone who worked on this movie cared deeply about making Dune a unique experience and not generic. Some of my favorite pages in this book are all the different concepts for the Baron's attire. I really liked seeing the process of his costume come to life. So yeah, that was definitely a highlight. A lot of times when I read other production art books, the concept art is usually more epic than what ended up in the movie. For example, the Star Wars sequel trilogy art books have amazing artwork, and the movies are so dull in comparison, and that's not the case with Dune. While the concept art is jaw-dropping, most of it really translated well to screen, so that's pretty impressive to see. The only thing I think looked more epic in the book is the sandworm. I don't hate the final design they came up with in the movie, but I liked a lot of the early concepts more. In my review of the film, I said that I thought the Sardaukar outfits were a little bland, but I grew to appreciate them more seeing the art in this book, which I didn't expect, so I'm coming around on their movie appearance. I also like that most of the actors were heavily involved in this book with some great quotes that dive into their characters' thought process and add some context that was maybe missing from the film. Yeah, so to me this is a no-brainer to pick up if you're a fan of Dune, but also if you collect these type of art books, this would be a great addition to your collection. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and thanks for watching. Hey everyone, it's Ron here with a quick announcement. When I started this channel, I was reading and reviewing the Dune books and other sci-fi related material, and most of you might not know that I'm also a musician. So when I was reading these sci-fi books, I started to get inspired and decided to make my own soundtrack to use for my videos, and now I'm excited to tell you all about the first volume in the Ron Reviews original soundtrack collection. This album includes the first 17 tracks featured on my channel, and it's available now exclusively on Bandcamp. Be sure to check the description of this video for the link to the album. Thanks so much for the support so far. I know I'm just starting out, but I hope you're having as much fun as I am. So check out the original soundtrack Volume 1 on Bandcamp. This music is great if you want something moody and atmospheric to listen to while you're reading some science fiction. I think you're going to love it. Thanks.